Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Craft Plan Write. For those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Maggie, and today I'm going to show you how I used pressed flowers in creating junk journal ephemera, specifically tags and little cards. This is sort of a part 2 to my video on how to make pressed flowers in 2 minutes. If you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and put the link below for you to watch later on. Oh, and real quick, if you haven't done so already, please click the thumbs up and subscribe button. It'll ensure that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, well I guess we can get started. So here are some pressed flowers I made a few days ago. Different flowers. Here's some lavender, and I have some roses, some daisies, just different flowers that I pressed. I also went through my stash and my printables. I have some tags and cards. Found these and I thought these would work perfect. Here's a little bit longer tags. Here's some different cards. So I will kind of cut these out and see what works. So what I'm doing is just cutting out some of the tags. They already have such pretty designs, but we're going to go ahead and make them even prettier using the pressed dried flowers. Let's see, we'll go ahead and use this one too. And let's see, I guess we'll use one of these. Okay, so now that I have them all cut out, I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole through them. I might end up just covering them with a piece of fabric or lace, but just a work in progress. We'll see how it looks. So now what I need to do is glue them onto a piece of cardstock. And glue them all on, and then I'll cut them out again. Okay, got them all cut out. So now I'm going to ink the edges. I've used a darker distressing ink. I sort of like the darker look for these tags with the pressed flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish this up. And we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm just gonna sort of trim the edges here. I cut the cardstock a little bit over the front of the printable, so just gonna tidy it up a little bit. Finish up with the ink. And I like to give it a more distressed look, so I just kind of dab it here and there with the side of the little ink pad. Okay, all done. So what I like to do now is just look at what I have as far as the flowers and just kind of, you know, let my creativity flow. I'll place this here and see how this looks. Kind of match up the colors a little bit. I'll try this rose. Yeah, I think I'll keep it here on this one. So I just like to play around. Maybe add a couple to each other. Maybe take away. I also want to add some lace and pieces of fabric, little bits that I have. Kind of see what goes with each other. Again, I just let my creativity flow, and you know, nothing's permanent. I kind of make switches here and there. I like to ruffle some of the fabric and the lace up just to give it that grungy kind of vintagey look. And I'll just go ahead and do that until I feel like they're ready to be glued down. This is always such a relaxing time, just playing with the little scraps of fabric and lace and playing around with the dried flowers. Yeah, I think that looks good. No rules, you know, just moving things around. And you know, nothing has to be perfect. I think it gives every piece character. Taking it easy, just placing things here and there. How about you? Do you find yourself panicking or stressing yourself out that it has to be perfect? Because it's crafting. I mean, just like nature, all the different flowers that are in front of me, they each have their own shape, color, you know, perfectly imperfect. I always like to say that. Tell me in the comments, you know, what do you think about? How is your crafting time? Is it relaxing for you? I know when I first started crafting and making collages and junk journals, I always felt like I wasn't doing it right. But there really isn't a right or wrong way. It's your way. You know, you just kind of go with the flow. And now, as you can see, it's, you know, like I said, it's sort of a form of therapy. Okay, that looks good. I think I need some buttons. This always adds a bit of charm to tags and ephemera that I'm creating. I'll try to glue down a few and see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. And then some lace. Yep, I think that's done. What do you think? I like it. It's a little shabby, a little grungy. It's pretty. Let me work on this one here. I'll play around a little bit more. And again, they all have their own character and style. So I'm just adding this tacky glue down, and it seems to hold pieces that I'm gluing. It seems to hold it pretty good. Does it need some sort of ribbon? Sometimes simpler is prettier. Okay, let's see, what can I do with this one? I also like to ink up some lace or fabric if it's too clear, too white. That way it gives it an antique-y look. And again, just kind of distressing the fabric a little bit. Okay, I think I'll put down that piece of lacy ribbon or silky ribbon. I think it'll look good here. And again, just adding a little bit of ink to give it character. Yep, I like that. And you can never go wrong with adding a pearl-like button. I like these. These are so shabby to me. I have a lot of them too. I like to add them here and there. Add some tacky glue and glue it down. And then here I think this piece will look good. Just sort of adds a tab over the hole. Okay, so 3 down. That wasn't too bad. I'll work on the last one here. Make this one nice and pretty too. Well, I hope you're enjoying the video. Sort of watching me be creative, and again, just letting my creative flow go and creating something beautiful. If you have any questions or comments, please list them below and I will be sure to respond. I love doing this. This is probably my favorite thing to do, is craft and create beautiful art. I love it so much that I'm actually going to host a giveaway for these 4 pieces that I created today on my Instagram at Craft Plan Right. So be sure to stop by and check it out and see how to enter, and these 4 beauties can possibly be on their way to you. What I'm also going to do is create some more from the dried flowers that I made and list them on my Etsy shop, and that's also Craft Plan Right. So be sure to check those out. Sometimes when I'm working with lace pieces, I like to kind of bundle them up just to create sort of a bow effect. Okay, I'm all done. What do you think? Tags and cards, adding the pressed flowers. I think they came out really nice. Yay! The lavender, the rose. I really like how the rose came out. And actually, these are daisies. Project completed. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Bye-bye for now.